Hi GPT, how's it going?
Hi, I'm doing great. Thanks for asking. How about you? How's your day going?
It was fantastic today.
That's great to hear. What made it so fantastic?
Today I went to dating with Belgian person and it was so nice dating.
It sounds like an exciting day. Here's a corrected version of your sentence. Today, I went on a date with a British person in person, and it was such a nice date. How did the date go? Did you enjoy talking with them?
Today I went on a date with Belgian person and it was so fantastic.
That sounds amazing. What made the date so fantastic? Did you explore somewhere special or have a great conversation?
Yes, I had a great conversation. We can know each other's and each other's philosophy. Uh,
That's wonderful. Sharing philosophies can make conversations so deep and meaningful. What did you find most interesting about their philosophy?
for example, I know his past relationship, and I can know the philosophy about what he thinks about his life.
That's a great way to get to know someone on a deeper level. Here's a corrected version of your sentence in English. For example, I learned about his past relationships. I also learned what he thinks about life. It
He
sounds
thinks
like you had
about
a
life.
truly meaningful conversation. How did you feel after hearing his thoughts?
Yeah, I think he is nice person, and it was surprising that he is the same size as me. No, he is the same age as me.
That's lovely. Finding someone your age with similar depth must have been a pleasant surprise. What's something about him that stood out to you the most?
What is the meaning of the question? Could you repeat again?
Sure. I was asking, what's something about him that impressed you or made you notice him the most? For example, it could be his personality, thoughts, or something he said. What stood out to you?
I am impressed about his personality. He has unique personality, and also he has uh, uh, 誠実な側面もあるって英語になんていうの、まあ、なんていうんだろうね。
Here's how you can say that in English. I'm interested in his personality. He has a unique personality. He also, you can finish the sentence with more details about what you like about him. What else stood out?
誠実な側面もあるって英語になんていうの？ He also has the true aspect とか。
誠実な側面もあるは英語で He also has a sincere side と言えます。シンプルで自然な表現ですね。
He also has sincere side.
You're almost there. The correct sentence would be He also has a sincere side. Don't forget the article a before sincere side. Keep it up.
He also has a sincere side.
It looks like you're trying to say something about him watching CSI, but the verb seen needs to be corrected here. The right version would be He has also seen CSI. This way, the sentence correctly uses the present perfect tense.
Could you repeat again?
Sure. The correct sentence is He has also seen CSI. This uses the present perfect tense properly.
He also has a sincere side. Is that right?
Your sentence is almost perfect. The only small adjustment would be to use isn't it at the end instead of isn't that right? So the corrected version is he also has a sincere side, isn't it? Both are understandable, but isn't it is more common in this context.
Isn't it? Yeah. Okay, thank you for pointing out. Please keep pointing out my mistake.
You're welcome. I'll make sure to keep pointing out any mistakes to help you improve. Keep up the great work.
And we talked the EX. Yeah. I have never told about the previous person in relationship, so it was new for me.
You're on the right track. Here's a corrected version of your sentence. And we talked about the ex. I have never talked about my previous relationships, so it was new for me. I changed told about to talked about because it's more natural to use talk about when discussing something. Also, I added relationships for clarity.
Could you repeat again? Could you repeat again? Could you repeat again?
Of course. Here's the corrected version again. And we talked about the ex. I have never talked about my previous relationships, so it was new for me. Let me know if you need any more help.
We told about the previous relationship, and I've never told EX, so it was new for me. Is that right?
Here's a corrected version of your sentence. We talked about the previous relationship, and I've never talked about my ex, so it was new for me. It's a lie. You might be saying it's a lie to clarify something. If you mean that what was said isn't true, then this phrasing works. Let me know if you need further clarification.
And we learned a lot. Before meeting him, I think he wanna take me to his home, but after meeting him, I think he didn't mean to that. I know.
Here's a more natural version of your sentence. We talked a lot. Before meeting him, I thought he wanted to take me to his home. But after meeting him, I think he didn't mean to do that. I changed longed a lot to talked a lot, since it sounds like you had a conversation. Let me know if you'd like further adjustments.
Before meeting him, I think he wanna takes me to his home. But after talking him, I know that he didn't mean to do that.
You're very close. Here's a more natural version of your sentence. Before meeting him, I thought he wanted to take me to his home. But after talking to him, I realized he didn't mean to do that. I changed wanna to wanted to for a more formal tone. And talking him should be talking to him. Also, I know changes to I realized because it's in the past. Keep up the good work.
Before meeting him, I saw that he wanted to take me his home. But after meeting him, I realized that he didn't mean to do that.
You're almost there. Here's the corrected version.
You're almost there.
Before meeting him, I thought he wanted to take me to his home. But after meeting him, I realized that he didn't mean to do that. I changed I saw to I thought, since it fits better with the idea of an assumption before meeting him. Also, take me his home should be take me to his home. Keep it up.
And he's so kind that he speaks in Japanese. It was surprising.
Your sentence is almost perfect. Here's a slightly smoother version. And he's so kind that he speaks Japanese. We don't need in before Japanese when referring to a language. Keep going.
Before meeting him, we text in English, so I think I have to speak in English while we are talking, but I don't have to do that, so it is very surprising for me.
You're doing great. Here's a more natural version of your sentence. Before meeting him, we texted in English, so I thought I had to speak in English while we were talking. But I didn't have to, so it was very surprising for me. I changed text to texted because it refers to the past, and think to thought for the same reason. Also, while we are talking should be while we were talking to match the past tense. Keep up the good work.
Do you and the next time we meet, we made an appointment to meet again, and the next time we will go to Virgin restaurant or Peruvian restaurant.
You're so close. Here's a corrected version of your sentence. The next time we meet, we made plans to meet again, and the next time we will go to Virgin Larson or Peruvian Larson. I changed appointment to plans because it sounds more natural for casual meetups. If you meant a specific place, I assume Virgin Larson and Peruvian Larson are names. Just be sure those are the correct names. Keep going.
I'm very excited to meet again.
It looks like you're using Indonesian here. The English translation of saya sangat bersemangat untuk bertemu dengan Anda is, I'm very excited to meet you. Are you planning to meet someone soon?
No, meet again.
Could you clarify what you mean by note me the game? Are you
Meet
referring to a
again.
specific game you'd like me to note down or something else?
I'm very excited to meet again. Again.
That sounds great. Here's how you can say it in English. I'm very excited to meet again.
Again.
It's a simple and natural way to express your excitement.
If my pronunciation is bad, please point it out.
I'll make sure to point it out if needed. Keep practicing, and you'll improve over time.
Yes, and I heard that in English, the pronunciation is so important because if you make a mistake in pronunciation, it means totally different meaning.
You're absolutely right. Pronunciation is very important in English because even small mistakes can change the meaning of a word completely. For example, the words ship and sheep sound similar but mean very different things. It's great that you're focusing on improving your pronunciation. If you ever need help, feel free to ask.
Thank you.
You're welcome. What were you about to say? Feel free to continue.
これまでの話を踏まえて何か質問あるって英語になんて言うの？
またはもう少しカジュアルに言うと、any questions based on what we've talked about? こういう感じで表現できますよ。
Any question? Any questions based on we talked about?
Both of your sentences are correct. Any questions is a simple, casual way to ask. Any questions based on what we talked about is a bit more specific and formal. It depends on how casual or formal you want to be in the conversation. Both work.
So, any questions?
Not at the moment, but if you have any more questions, feel free to ask anytime.
Yeah, thank you. But I don't. So, yeah, we should wrap it up and see you later. I'm looking forward to talking with you tomorrow.
You're welcome. It sounds like you're wrapping up, but just a small suggestion. Instead of I don't, so yeah, it would be more natural to say I don't have any more questions, so yeah. And when you say we should wrap it up, it sounds like you're concluding the conversation, which is totally fine. I'm looking forward to our chat tomorrow as well.
Oh, did I make a mistake?
Yes, just a small one. Here's the corrected version of your sentence. Yeah, thank you, but I don't have any more questions, so yeah, we should wrap it up. See you later. I'm looking forward to talking with you tomorrow. I added have any more questions for clarity, and it's better to keep the sentence a bit more structured. But overall, great job.
Thank you. See you and good night.
You're welcome. Good night and see you tomorrow.